Good to see you. Thank you for joining us live on Sky Sports News. Let's start with the team news, please.
We still have some doubts to the game. Some players they have been doing some individual work, some readaptation again to the work. Some they were involved with us as well. As you know, we have one more session tomorrow to keep assessing them and to take some important decisions regarding some players that they were working some days, and after some days we have to manage them, and the situation is not just with one. To be more clear with you, they are more, and we have to assess them again tomorrow to take decisions from the match.
Let's talk about Aleksandar Mitrović. Went off in the first half to Newcastle. How's he doing? What's the injury, and is he playing on Sunday?
Still doubt. He was outside this morning doing some work, getting better, but still the doubt for the match. Okay, it's something again we have to assess him again tomorrow, do what we should do with him, and after to take the decision for the match.
And what is the injury?
That was the injuries that he got from the first game in the national team. He got a kick in his feet, damaged a little bit his feet, and of course he played the second game after the first international match. He played the second game. Again, he played the 90 minutes. Of course, when he came here, was with a small damage in his feet. Of course, we are managing. We are doing some treatment with him to get him ready as quick as we can.
And just for clarity, sorry, what is the injury that you're working on with him?
He's in his feet. He's in a ligament of this feet. It's not something that was a kick that he got from the match, and of course, is a situation that is not really serious. But you have to get him in best conditions you can.
So, looking at a recovery period for him, what are you looking at now?
Again, can be ready for Sunday. Can be ready for the next week. Will be. Day after day that we have to decide and to analyze him. You know, as I said before, he was outside and doing some individual work this morning. Sorry, tomorrow we'll assess him again to see how he react from the work.
Ligament injuries can sometimes mean a lengthy spell out. Obviously it's early days yet, but are we talking like a doubt for the World Cup with Serbia?
Not at all. I told that it's not serious. It's not something really serious. Let's see if he can be for Sunday ready against West Ham, and of course if I'm saying that he's doubtful for the game against West Ham, of course we'll be ready for World Cup. We'll be ready for Burnout for sure. We hope, and let's see if he can be ready or not for West Ham.
It's been a really positive start for you at Fulham this season. What are the reasons behind that?
Many reasons. First, that we trust on ourselves. That is the main thing. We started really well with confidence. The good block, compact, enjoying and the challenge as well. Respecting all the teams that play against, but at the same time match them is our way to see football. And of course, credit to the players, the way the new ones they adapt in our idea, in our philosophy, and for the players they were from the last season, the way they came in again with the right mindset again to work.
This match on Sunday is a big one for many reasons, but it's also a no room for racism game. How important is it that we keep reiterating this message?
Really important. Really something that you cannot allow to come inside the football. Even in society, it's not just a football thing. You know, it's much more than that. And of course, everything what we can do in this world, in football world, we should do. Of course, will be two important weeks for us to be again together in this fight, if I can say in this way. Of course, we as a football club, we are really supportive of all these situations, and to make the people talk about this as well, and try to, as more as you can, to don't allow this to come inside football, because it's a fantastic sport. It's something that all of us will love, and we have to let these type of things out of football, and I can say more, out of our society.
Just a couple more from me, if that's okay. West Ham, you haven't beaten West Ham away in the league for 21 years. How are you going to be the man on Sunday to change that stat?
New for me. I didn't know that. It's new for me. Sorry. Of course, you know that It's not important for me, this type of situations in the past. I know that it's a fact that is there, and we cannot change the past, but we can prepare well the present and be strong in the future. And of course, is what we like to do it. Respect West Ham. I think they are getting better. To back wins, one in Premier League and yesterday in European competitions. Of course, giving them the confidence they needed. Of course, this type of things that didn't happen in the past, we are here to change. I remember that your colleagues, you made the same question to me when we played against Brentford, for example, at home, that our record against Brentford at home was not good enough. The last few seasons, every time we played against them at Cottage, the result wasn't the best for us, always good results for them. And we changed it. And we go in the same way for the West Ham match. Respecting them, the quality is there, clear. A team that playing different competitions and can play with 11 yesterday, changing 9 players one game to the other, show the depth of their squad, the individual quality they have. Give Moyes this type of solutions for him to change, because you know that we'll play 2 games in 3 days, Thursday and Sunday, and they changed from the last game against Wolves to the yesterday match 9 players that show the quality they have, and of course some individual players that can decide the game in one moment. And of course will be a tough game for us. A very good atmosphere to play football, very good stadium to play football as well, and we have to go to match and to embrace the challenge definitely, and to change the facts that we are talking about.
Just 2 more if that's okay. Just going back to injuries, Kenny Tete is on the list. It's his birthday on Sunday. Is he back for the birthday game?
Another new thing for me, the birthday as well. Will be a good gift for him if he can play. I think will be, as you know, is important play for us. Started really well the season, improving every single match. Was really confident in the moment he got that injury during the international break. Let's see. He's doing individual work with the team as well. Tomorrow we'll do again, and after we'll decide if he'll be or not in the match. If
I've reminded you about his birthday, make sure you get him a cake. And just finally, you spoke about inconsistencies in officiating following the defeat to Newcastle. Any worries about that on this Sunday with Chris Kavanagh in charge?
Can't make comments on referees before or after the game.
So, okay, let's remove the referee's name, but just your comments following Newcastle. Any reservations going into the game?
At all, not at all. I think firstly we don't do it before the matches. I think we have to respect all the teams in the match day, and always we are 3 teams there, and you have to respect before, during, and after the match. Of course, you can make some comments from what we are seeing, what is our feelings. Sometimes after the match they are a bit emotional as well. During the match more emotional than should be in the end of the match. But of course, we as a football club, myself as a manager, full respect for their job. It's a tough job, we know, and what I said and my comments about the match was I spoke about specific things, and was even not about the referee's decision that moment. I talked more about consistent, what I would like to see from some VAR decisions as well, and I didn't comment many things about the referee. And again, is their job. We have to respect. Their job is really tough, and the players, they know. When you analyze the match against Newcastle, we analyze ourselves, what we haven't done in the way you should, the things to improve, and I haven't mentioned one second even the referee's decision is something that we cannot control, and we have to respect how is difficult their job as well. Of course, from the VAR we expect a little bit more consistent in some decisions, definitely, because they are in a different scenario than us as a manager, or the referees or the players, and of course we want to see more assertive decisions, but that's just that. And before the match is impossible. It's not something that we we do as a club and myself as a manager to speak about referees.
Thank you. Jake, Premier League Productions.
Hi, afternoon.
Are you surprised at the start West Ham have had? I know you said they've won the last two, but the start they have had so far hasn't been great.
You know, but it's Premier League, you know. If you start to look for their schedule as well, sometimes can happen. You have a bad result, and the second one doesn't come in the way you wanted, and of course after you have to get some confidence again. You know, the market, they sign very good players during the market. They spend a big amount of money as well, but some players they have to adapt for the Premier League, even if they have high quality. Of course, Premier League is Premier League, and they should have some time to adapt as well. But I think even not with the best start, I think everyone realize and recognize the quality they have, the individual quality they have. And you are talking about a team and a manager. The last few seasons, they fought always to be in the European competitions. In some moments of the last season, 2 seasons ago, they fought to be sometimes in the top 4 of this competition, just to their quality. And in my opinion, what they are doing now was a matter of time for them to get good results again, because the quality is there. They haven't changed many things from the last few seasons. Same managers, same players, and they had very good quality, individual quality for their squad. Will be a tough one for us. I repeat again, in a very good atmosphere to play football against a good side, but we want to enjoy. We want to embrace the challenge and to go there to fight for the 3 points.
And you have Palhinha back. How much did you miss him last week, and how important is it to have him back now?
I don't want to just mention him. Of course, last week we, as you know, in our backline we missed 2 players. We changed. If you think about our 5 players, 4 at the back plus our defensive midfielder, we changed 3 players in 5 players. There are many players to change one game to the other, even if you believe in all of them. And but you are talking about 2 new players that they came in, the 2 fullbacks that they started the game. One came in the last day of the market, almost last day of the market, and it's being tough for him to get, and for us to get in his best physical conditions we can. That is Kurzawa. It was tough. I don't like to mention just João, because we miss some more players, even the injury of Mitro. But okay, but we are Fulham at the same way. I don't like to find excuses with some players out or something like that. We as a team, we should cope with this type of situations, deal with these situations, and of course to do our best every time. Of course, if you have our team ready, will be stronger. Definitely, I cannot hide that situation, because that some players they are playing week in, week out, because they are really important for us. And João is a good example. João settled really well in our football club. He's being a really important player for us, and good to see him back again and ready to help the team.
Did you speak to Nathaniel Chalobah this week at all?
Of course.
About the red card?
Of course, I spoke with him straight away after the match, and as always, what we speak will be always inside our dressing room, inside our football club. Nathan knows what he expects from myself, from my staff, for our teammates, for our football club, for his teammates, for our football club as well. The demands from ourselves, but at the same time the support in some moments, some players they need as well. Here, with me here, will not find guilt is easy, you know. Will be tough for someone to try to find the guilt is in something when happen, something wrong, because when you win all together, and when you lose, we lose all together, or if you want to say, we lose the manager, no problem.
Okay, last one. After the good start that you've had in the Premier League, how keen then are you maybe to show that last week was a bit of a blip?
Premier League. Last week is Premier League, like the other before is Premier League as well. I analyze. I told you after the match that even with 10 players, you have to do better. Definitely the way you conceded goals. I think the way they scored the second goal killed a little bit us and our belief a little bit. But we showed second half that we can do better, and we did it. And we analyzed it. The players they know as well. But of course, last week was tough for us. We didn't expect. It's always tough to play 85 minutes with 85, almost 90 minutes with 10 players. Even so, we analyze things that we should do better. and we hope that won't happen again. But it will not be again a game or a bad game for us, or really bad game. I have to say that will change everything what we have been done so far, not just this season, last season as well. We have to react as a team, improve things, keep improving things, and let's try to do the best we can. The next match will be always like that. Even if you have won that game, will be the same. I'm here saying the same to you, that we have to improve some things to go. Unfortunately for us, we lost 3 points. We have to do our best to win the next Sunday.